Welcome. How big are your dreams? Don't listen to cliches like a woman's place is in the home unless they serve you. So, what does that mean? Well, if you're going to play the game of life and reach your dreams, you've got to do some work, right? You've got to know the rules of the game, hone your skills, and be on the playing field. A friend of mine commented to me last week that she loves that I still spend time on myself learning and growing. So, thank you, Sandra. I took that to be a compliment. I've been encouraging my friends like Sandra and clients to spend time on themselves. So I hear you asking, why? Doesn't that cost money? Well, yes, that may well be true, but financial planning isn't just about cash flow, capital, cycle times, and comprehension that typical planners talk about. For me, that's what makes me different, and I believe has also helped me to learn and grow. So spending time on myself and it can help, you know, you too. It feels great to do something for yourself. Am I right? It's invigorating, life changing. It can be what gets you up in the morning and keeps you up and awake at night. Look, I can't speak for everyone, but I do know what I've done. So I'd like to talk to you about that today. Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Janine Wilson, the Principal Financial Advisor at Finesse Financial Advisors. I started my business 6 months ago after working diligently for a decade as an advisor for other people's businesses. And before that, as an accountant for, I don't know, another 2 decades maybe. But don't hold that against me. So I'm an educator and a money coach for women, and I see my job as, to support you so you can gain confidence about money and stop worrying and plan your future and enjoy your life. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately, personal and professional and business growth as I've been getting my business up and going, or should I say growing. I don't know if you tuned into my video yesterday about playing the game of life, but when you're a kid, playing games and having fun comes really naturally, and it's a natural thing to do. As natural as climbing trees before the fear gets in your way and, or someone tells you you can't do it. So a big part of that is, curiosity, right? So kids are curious. 4-year-olds are asking hundreds of questions each and every day and getting into places they probably shouldn't, like right up at the top of a tree because the world looks different from up there. And another thing about kids is they seek attention, right? So kids of any age can get up in your face, trying to grab your time, act up when you're on the phone or on Facebook or making dinner or talking to anyone for that matter. So fundamentally, kids, crave connection. Well, and they've got no manners until you teach them some, right? And also kids don't understand or fully comprehend the effect they're having on you until something happens, like it's ending in tears of frustration or overwhelm. I've got a bit of a confession to make. I couldn't sleep last night. The ideas were rolling around in my head, so I just had to get up and, at 3:30 this morning and get this out of my head and onto some paper. So Mick, my long-suffering husband, he got up at 4 o'clock and came bursting through the door of my office. It was so funny, the look on his face. I'm not sure if he thought he was dreaming or caught me watching porn or something. Anyway, I'm just going to tell you this really quick story. So Lee, my son, when he was a teenager, just thinking about this, it's just so funny. Anyway, his mate Miles was always coming over in the afternoons after school. So they'd always be on the computer. And I remember talking to one of my workmates at the time and they said, "What are they doing? Watching porn?" And honestly, I was sort of shocked by that. Surely not my beautiful son and his lovely but very, very loud friend Miles. But it really did pique my curiosity for sure because, mainly because when they were on the computer, Marcy was really, really quiet. So sure enough, when I checked the cookies and the other cached information, there was the evidence, curiosity over correctness. Anyway, who does that in other people's homes? Kids, I guess. Anyway, you've got to laugh, don't you? So also, kids love stories, and so do I. I love telling stories, and I use them a lot in my work to help my clients relate. In case you haven't caught on yet, I enjoy talking and, reading and writing, and my work involves a lot of arithmetic. All the stuff you learn as a kid and think you'll never use, but you do in everyday life. You just don't necessarily think about it. I do. I've been much more mindful in the last 6 months, and I've practiced mindfulness techniques. Anyway, one of the analogies I use in my work to explain the growing and aging process and the importance of having a plan at each stage of life is this. When you're an infant and the world is quite small, but as you grow into a toddler and you stand up for the first time, your world really opens up for you. And, it becomes so much bigger. And then as you move through life, the world really does open up even more and more. And some people really take off and fly. Typically people with a plan in their hand, by the way. Anyway, like me, those people continue to learn and grow throughout their life. But, then as you get older, the world starts to shrink back down again. You're living off the money and the memories of your earlier life until that time when you're in the nursing home in your 3 by 3 metre room and, the world is really quite small again. The point here is that the longer you keep your body and mind active and engage with the world, friends and family and so on, the longer you'll be able to remain in control and conduct your own affairs. And for me, I want to be that old girl at the nursing home with hundreds of sets of vibrant beads and, coloured frocks that match my personality, and who's always smiling and got something interesting to say because, I've just read some fantastic book or got off a call with I don't know who, but they were exciting and fascinating and thought-provoking in equal measure. And that seems like a fun way to go out to me. So to wrap this up, what I think has helped me learn and grow is, be curious, be the connection to family and friends and kids, and be correct and don't cheat, and play the game of life with a sense of fairness and conduct yourself with grace. Eat the cookies, but don't get caught out with them. Tell your stories and don't listen to cliches that don't serve you. Be conscious. Consciousness and being mindful has helped to bring discipline to my approach and helped to, control the overwhelm. The choices I've made when challenged reflect the changes in the way that I've been thinking and acting in my behaviour generally. Cut yourself a break. As I've said before, some days there's just no way you're going to get through everything on your list. So pick it up tomorrow. Balance is vitally important. Focusing on your general health and well-being, your brain health and your mental health, as well as your financial health and security, are keys to a long and happy life. Have a plan. Get it out onto the page. It'll help you free you from worry. Execute on the plan. Don't overthink it all. Get out of your own head and just choose to be happy and get on with living. Laugh, love, and most of all, listen to yourself and to your gut and to others, about what's right for you and decide what's right for you. And, don't forget, you can't win at the game of life if you don't play. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So if you'd like to keep the conversation going, drop me an email or comment on my Facebook page. My details are on my website or my Facebook page if you'd like to give me a call. Anyway, look, I hope you have a great day. I'm going to sign off now. It's been my pleasure to share my thoughts with you today, and I'd be really grateful if you'd share my post. Have a good one. Bye for now.